Korea is a country that has so much to offer. Amazing night markets full of delicious foods, inspiring sights to see, and a rich history to learn from. Since this channel is about pursuing wellness, I became curious about Jeju Island, also called the Hawaii of Korea. It's where many Koreans go for a vacation. I wasn't sure what I was going to find here, but what came next was much more than I could have ever imagined. Please stick around to see what I discovered. Good very early morning from Seoul, Korea. It's about 5:15 a.m. I got up at 4:30. Today we're going to fly out to Jeju Island, Korea, where a lot of Koreans go for a nature getaway. And I just wanted to see what it's all about that people find really refreshing about Jeju Island. So stay tuned for the ride. We just got to the rental car center, and now, since it's still early in the morning, we're gonna go get some breakfast. You wanna say something?
Hey, hey.
Crab meat sandwiches, French toast with some fruits and syrup, and a cute little cup. We picked kind of a bad day to come because it is so foggy out here. You can't see anything if you go hiking, but look at this. It's supposed to look like that. And the volcanic center. At least we can see pictures of the trail we were wanting to go on. So I was feeling so sleep deprived and kind of annoyed because the last place was so foggy, but this place has instantly made my mood so much better. I'm so glad I stumbled upon this gem of a place. It is so peaceful out here, and I only saw 2 ladies on the trail the whole way, and it's just really serene. This is why you've got to stay open to any possibilities. I didn't really have super set plans before coming here. I just wanted to try to be spontaneous and just go wherever the wind blows, and it brought me here. We're gonna go walking for our health. I bet people go barefoot on this because that's what Asians do for circulation. I'm not even barefoot, but I feel the massage. Did you like it?
It was very neat.
All of a sudden, I felt so tired. The 3.5 hours of sleep was catching up to me. So here we are to get a sweet treat at McDonald's. No idea why. There's a Roman building here. It's super windy up here, but it feels like I'm walking on clouds. We had some time to kill before our sunset plans, and we decided to go to another Korean hot spa. My goodness, this place is absolutely packed. We had to park in the back lot. Sorry, my hair is a bit of a mess, but I just got done with the Korean spa. It was the second one I've ever done, and it was so different from the very first one that I did in Seoul. This one actually had more things going for it, and it was cheaper. It's like less than $5, and you can stay as long as you want to. There was a dry sauna, there was a steam room, there was a hot tub, and a pool with ice cold water. It's basically an ice bath. And this super high powered shower for when you want to rinse off after you sweat a whole bunch from the sauna. So I just kept cycling among all options, and I was like hot and then freaking freezing cold. It definitely got my circulation going so well. Like my muscles feel so relieved. And I think it's so amazing that like Koreans just like have so much body like acceptance. It seems like they don't care that they're naked in front of so many people. Like this place was packed and there were like naked ladies everywhere, and they were just like whatever, you know, it was just like another day for them. I was definitely trying to cover up with my towel, but I definitely had to let my towel go. And after a while, it just was fine. You know, everyone's in the same boat as me. It also felt strangely freeing to just like let all of my insecurities go. And it was so sweet. I saw a lot of them like scrubbing each other's back. So they would bring their own little self-care kit with like their own gloves that have hard surfaces on them. And they would take turns scrubbing each other in the places that they couldn't reach themselves. And I just thought that was so amazing that they would just go engage in self-care together. I really love how it's a communal thing for Koreans to just like say, let's go to the spa together and I'll scrub your back. I even saw some people like bring their own cupping kit, so they were cupping themselves in the back and arms. A lot of them brought their own favorite soaps and brushes and scrubs, and yeah, they had it all. The shop definitely provides soap and lotion as well as towels, so everything you really need. Every spa is different, but I think the general idea is the same. They're setting aside time for self-care. Oh, and one more thing. All of the ladies there were like much older than me. They were like ajima, middle-aged grandmas. And was it for you too?
Yeah, just the same.
Why is that?
Why is that? Because old people like to get into water. Humidity, probably. And maybe they're retired.
Yeah, they're retired and have more time, and they can enjoy the finer things of life. But don't wait until then. Do it now.
Turn left and then turn east.
We didn't get to make it to the scenic sunset spot in time, but we're going to get an early start on street food. This is one of my favorite bakery items. It's a little fishy with some red bean inside. that fishing is 50 cents. And the view of the city.
He took 2 of my shirts.
This is Chris's shirt. 1, 2,
That other one that's not doing anything.
3, 4.
Holy crap.
So I got a mixture of athletic gear and I don't know what this is.
Don't rip that shirt.
It's not gonna be red.
What are you
They're
doing?
the only clean clothes I have left because I've been wearing my other clothes, my layers, for like how many days? 4 days straight. The same thing for 4 days straight. That's crazy for someone who likes to be clean.
That's a lot of clothes.
Majority of my backpack is just photos and video stuff.
Okay, Ajima.
I fit right in. So that waterfall that you just saw was one of 7 waterfalls in Asia that flows straight into the ocean, and the only one in Korea. My hat almost flew off. There's this person named I'm not even gonna try pronouncing it, Seobul, who was here. He was searching for an elixir for a Chinese emperor, and he got on a boat and he decided to come here. He found the elixir plants and sailed towards west instead of returning to China. So he never made it back to China, and he just chilled and continued on with his adventure. I don't know what it is about this place, but it is so peaceful. The water, the gardens, the beautiful plants and trees, and then the way the architecture just melds into the plant life. It's just really, really peaceful.
Hey there.
We found him. Jeju is just like one big park. Look, there's a little health block with the stones for your feet. Next stop was Jeju Folk Village Museum.
Are you showing off?
So yesterday, I had the hot version of it, and now today I get the ice cream version of the fishy. It still has red bean, but it also has vanilla ice cream. I was completely transfixed by the history here. It slowed me down to the simple lifestyle of the people who hunted, fished, and gathered on Jeju Island back in the 19th century. Our lives have changed so much with technology, in some ways making life easier, and others more complicated. Here, surrounded by history, a part of me really yearned for their simple way of life. And I was still in awe by what they were able to do given what they had. So I ate some black pork last night at the night festival, and it's saying that it's a really big part of Jeju. They are native here, and they used to be fed human dung and food waste, and the pigs' poop was mixed with straw and fermented to be used as a natural compost for farming. Move up a little bit. Get on my level. What do you think about this place?
It's pretty neat.
There's a little birdie over there trying to pick off the straws of the houses to make its own
That's a magpie.
nest. Oh, it's a magpie.
He's got a
It's
big old
probably hard to
piece.
see.
Look how big old one he got.
Wow. This place is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It actually takes some time to walk through like every single part of this village.
This is the halfway point.
This is halfway? Wow, I feel like I've been walking so much. These divers, hopefully we'll see some later this trip, but they would free dive into the ocean to collect seafood to eat. And this is their little house that they used to be in. Their nets and everything. That's cool. A Korean drama was filmed here. I was especially interested in the section where you can learn about the spiritual beliefs of the Jeju people. The people did all they could to study natural phenomena to determine the year's agriculture. But they would also go to a fortune teller, wanting to know what good or bad luck lied ahead of them. I imagine people back then had anxiety too. They tried their best through whatever means to prepare for whatever may come their way, but still wanted to cope by going to a spiritual guide for support. They also practice shamanism here, and here is the shaman's house. Here is the shrine for the ocean gods, who helped protect fishermen and seafarers and made sure there were lots of fish in the sea to be caught. There's also Maitreya, who is a god who gives birth to sons and heals illnesses. Since baby boys were often preferred in this culture, people would make stone statues in the shape of penises and pray that their descendants gave them boys. Show me how it's done. Not even one? Man. So the bench is so far and low, and there's music playing on the speakers, but this will have to be the most interesting place I've played a piano. It's a little bit out of tune, but it was cool. Oh, there's a painter's house. Look at the different kinds of oranges. Look at you. You're a pretty little peacock, huh? You are really big. You're looking right at me. Aren't you the most adorable thing? It's a goat and the baby. Aww. Hi. I've never seen seats in the shape of your butt before. What I thought was going to be a really quick stop on the way to East Jeju Island turned out to be a much longer affair because I really took my time enjoying the scenery and reading the signs And it could easily take over an hour here if you really take it in. So glad I made this stop, and now it's time for the next adventure. I was blown away by the dinner here. The seafood was so fresh. A worker literally grabbed live fish from the tank in front of their restaurant with his bare hands to make our sashimi. It doesn't get fresher than that. Sorry we ate your friend, but it was good. Today has been such an amazing day in Jeju. I'm so grateful to be here on Jeju. There is like one more full day left, but I already don't want to leave. I totally understand why people would come here for a getaway. It's absolutely gorgeous and so peaceful. We're gonna end this day a little bit early, do some laundry and catch up on some stuff. We're gonna wake up bright and early tomorrow for hopefully Udo Island. So that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. You can see the island we're going to tomorrow. Good morning! This morning we are going to go to Udo Island, also known as Cow Island because it's in the shape of a sleeping cow. And we are going to go across the waters and onto this boat that is coming for shore. We are going to take a car, cross the waters to this island, and hopefully get to experience some hidden gems. We are currently backing our car up into the ferry. Look at all the cars they can load up. Look at these lady divers. I am in awe of what I am seeing. I followed these women down the road and down these rocks just so I can see up close what they're all about. And I really wish I had brought my telephoto lens. It's in the car, but they are so amazing to be out there free diving for sea creatures to eat later. And it's just a practice that's been going on for hundreds of years. And I'm just so amazed and so grateful that I'm able to experience this. We're gonna try to see a show, a demonstration that they put on later on this afternoon. So hopefully I can get another look at them later on. But yeah, for now, I have to climb back up these rocks and see what's the next adventure. Currently trying to make my way up the hill to the lighthouse. This view is amazing. Here are all the steps I need to take to get to the lighthouse. This is so steep, it's making my Achilles hurt. Horsey, you're so calm. We are currently at Black Sand Beach. It's just a beautiful spot to chill out, enjoy some beach, and get some food, or even their delicacy of ice cream. A lot of celebrities have been here. We were just driving down the road and I saw this random piano just chilling here at the side of the beach, and really curious if it works. I don't know how it could work sitting out here in the sun like this, but let's see. All right, let's give it a go.
Yay!
I'm very rusty, but this view brought it out of me. Right across the street from the piano is a shaved ass place.
Wanna make you happy and then she goes. 나만 혼자 남겨뒀어. 대화가 필요해. 너 먼저 나에게 말해봐. 너와 나의 이 관계가 달라졌음 해. We're out of time, so tell me you want more. 너무 잦은 다툼.
After we returned to the mainland, we made our way to the beach to watch the Haenyeo, or the Jeju Lady Divers Show. Free diving to catch wild seafood is a practice that dates back hundreds of years, and I was eager to see if we would be lucky enough to see it done in person soon. Right by the ocean, they had a spot where they cut up fresh seafood like abalone, sea cucumbers, oysters, and conchs, and they cook it in the restaurant right next door. I was in awe as I watched the Haenyeo. Keep in mind, these ladies are well into their mid to old ages. I've even heard some of them are in their 80s. Although the diving was originally done by men, Jeju women took over because the men were dying due to war and dangerous fishing trips. As a result, the island had more women than men on it, which meant that the women had to take care of both hunting, the food, and caring for the household. I was amazed by the strength they needed to fulfill both traditionally male and female roles, and I can't even imagine the more primitive gear they had when they were free diving in the 1600s. Some of them may swim far out into the ocean, free diving for minutes at a time, and they can stay out in the waters for hours at a time. With lungs of steel in the salt water to rejuvenate them, the ocean is their home and provider. They know it like the back of their hands, and to watch them connect with nature was such a special experience. In the past, the lady divers were seen as base workers doing hard physical labor, but as their numbers declined due to industrialization, they've become recognized for the cultural impact they've had on the island. Right after returning from their harvest, they go straight to work, preparing their catch to sell. I remembered my mom always scolded me for not drying my hair after I shower, but these women, their hair was wet and the wind was cold, but they seemed completely immune to the cold. And they are healthier than many women I've seen at their age. It shows how movement, salt water, and cold therapy can really do something to improve your health and wellness. After the Haenyeo show, we went to Jeju Stone Park to learn how Jeju was formed through volcanic activity. But first, we must have a snack. Jeju Stone Park is a place where you can learn about folklore, art, and geology all in one place. Inside the museum, there were stones from volcanic activity that were slowly eroded by the ocean throughout time. Looking at these stones, I truly believe nature is the greatest and oldest artist. The stones were pure art, shaped and carved by nature over millions of years. Outside, you can see large stones in the shape of humans. Legend has it that there was once a grandmother who created Jeju Island and had 500 sons who lived on this island with her, but were later turned into rocks. It's a quiet, sacred place. It's a place where you can feel the history. As you see the shadows cast by the stones, you can feel where the legends come alive. A beach with sky blue waters was a perfect end to our wellness retreat. I now understand why Jeju may be the place to get away from everyday life and replenish the soul. There are so many different ways to find wellness here, and we were only able to scratch the surface. It was time to go, but a piece of me will always keep Jeju Island in my heart. Please like this video if you enjoyed this journey, and subscribe if you would like to see more ways to find some peace and wellness. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.